I thought translation was easy. Just read the Arabic and write it in English. Simple. Until one day I realized it's not just about putting words next to words. My name is Liaquat Zaman. I've got 25 years in learning and teaching the Arabic language, and I want to share with you guys today the importance of translation. This is all for students and for ulama as well. Right, so my mum, she calls me Zwiya, for example, in Pashto, which translates loosely as my dear son, but it doesn't translate like that as well. Right? It actually sounds flat when I say in English, it sounds strange. She sometimes calls me Gulaba, which means my rose, and in English it loses all of its warmth. So that's when I realized translation does not just move words, it actually moves feelings as well. Let's look at the Quran, for instance. So Zulqarnain is a famous king. In the Quran, he comes to a group of people, and these people are asking him to do something for them, but he can't understand them. Now, what happens is, he first understands what they're saying, and then he's able to help them. And it's very important for us to also understand that when we're translating the Quran or Hadith or any text for that matter to the target audience, which let's say it's English, we have to know what this translation, the way I'm translating it, how does it have an impact on them? So when I started Dars Nizami, translation was probably one of the things I would say that really broke me. So I'd write down every single word and its meaning, or whatever I could find, and put it in the margin or between the lines, and still couldn't make sense of what the whole sentence was saying sometimes. You know, I remember from day one, you're pretty much translating 6-7 hours a day, and you're doing it for 8 years, 9 years. So translation is a core part of studying the Islamic tradition. I could kind of grasp the gist of it, the concept behind what the author was talking about, but I couldn't make it sound alive in English, like I can understand English. So after years of study, I realized something very, very painful. There's no perfect translation. So you can pass on the meaning across to another person, but the rhythm, the motion, the soul, the original always loses something on the way. Right? That's why they say lost in translation. So that's why Islamic institutes, I honestly believe, must treat translation as an art. They must invest in showing students how translations work, the limitations of translation, the consequences of doing a wrong translation as well. Don't consider it as a chore. Students shouldn't just translate. They should taste dhawq in the Arabic language, which means to taste the language itself. Taste the source language, Arabic, and taste the target language. Because when you do all of that, you don't just translate words, you translate worlds, cultures, right, feelings as well. Now let me know what you guys think. I really want to know your opinion about translation and your experience. What's your take on translation? Are you a student who's actually going through difficulties and trying to translate something, or trying to